What's going on, guys? Scopamar TV here, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a reaction to a young lady from the It's Giving podcast saying that there are more feminine men than women in the world right now. Let's hear what she has to say.
We now live in a world where I personally believe that men are far more feminine than ever before, and women are far more masculine than ever.
I'm going to stop her right there. Let me ask you guys a question. Have you guys remember at any point watching television shows about women telling men they need to get in touch with their feminine side? I mean, you literally have sitcoms where they would put men in dresses all the time, movies where they would put men in dresses, and women had no problem with this. They didn't boycott it. They thought it was funny. You know, they support these crossing the lines activities and in media. And what does media do? Media influences the brain, it influences the mind, right? So when you are talking about men, how they need to get in touch with their feminine side and learn to be more sensitive, and now you have a bunch of men that would argue with you about the simplest thing than ever before, what do you expect? The thing is, I'm starting to realize that some of the times that women complain, they're not wanting people to actually solve the problems that they're complaining about. They just want somebody to listen. So when they said men need to get in touch with their feminine side, I'm starting to think that they never really meant it like that. They just was complaining just to complain. Because here you have now the repercussions of years of telling men they're toxically masculine, toxic masculinity, right? And how they need to be more sensitive, and they want everything, and you cannot have everything. You can't have a busy man, right, and expect him to be home all the time. It doesn't make any sense. You want a man to make a lot of money, but you don't want him to go to work. It does not make much sense. Just as how they argued about men should be more sensitive, and now that men are very sensitive, they are having an issue with that.
Before, and it is destroying families, it is destroying relationships, and it is truly destroying our future, because
now they are seeing the seeds they sow. The seeds you sow, you shall reap. We are now concerned about families. Yeah. I don't think that was on the table for discussion 10 years ago when these phrases came out. We don't need men. Men are useless. You see it in movies and TV shows, even from Al Bundy time, where they would just treat the father like he's an idiot, and it was just a comical thing where they would downplay a man's greatness in the home, downplay his role, downplay the importance of him. I mean, we got Father's Day coming up, and I guarantee you there are many men out there will not even get a happy Father's Day from the woman that they had a child with, much less get a gift. And if they do get a gift, they will be getting socks or a tie. They won't be getting a nice jewelry. They won't be getting treated to dinner. They might get half-cooked meat or something like that, but they won't be getting the lavish publicity as the mothers do. Yeah.
That's what's raising our children for the future. So what do you think about men being more feminine? Do you think that that's true or untrue?
Let me say this. I don't think men are more feminine. I think men have woken up to the nonsense. I think men have woken up to being able to say no. I think men have, opened their eyes to realize that they don't need to chase anybody down that don't want them. And that's one of the things that women are having a hard time accepting, is that, yeah, back in the days, men would hunt you down and they would be texting your phone, and you would go to your girlfriends and you would laugh and say, look at this guy in my DMs, he's constantly DMing me and I don't even want him, and you would string him along. But now the man has realized that he has to go after who wants him, and y'all are having a problem with a man behaving how women would behave in terms of the dating market, where women just choose who wants them the most, or who they like. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. But y'all call the guys sassy for that, because they have now taken their choice in their hands by not trying to run after everything with a vagina. They could pick and choose now. They got apps on phones that, if you don't like that one, you just swipe left. You like the other one, you swipe right. We're living in a different times. I don't think men are more feminine. I think men are starting to take care of themselves. Some men used to not shower before as often. I'm wondering if that's why they call it the dirty South or whatever. It's a joke. No, I don't mean anything bad by that, but I'm saying, men are starting to take care of themselves, and they're taking interest in their mental health. They're taking interest in the way they look. And y'all don't like that kind of stuff, because then when a man puts himself together, some of y'all don't put yourself together, and you walk out in public, and guess what? You call him sassy because he dresses nice and takes care of himself probably better than you, and you just don't like that. So you say, oh yeah, he's feminine. Yeah.
I definitely think there's some sassafras.
Oh, girl.
Okay, there's
And what's the deal with all these words? Sassy. They have these shade room terms that they get from each other and bounce it off each other from time to time. It honestly is kind of disgusting. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember them, because every month they come out with a new term, a new catchphrase to describe men and downplay any greatness in a man. They just the first thing they try to do is attack who he is as a person, but you can't do that to them.
There's some sassafras happening, but what I do think is that women are just using it as a scapegoat.
Ooh,
as soon as they don't get their high expectations met, it's you must be gay.
Oh,
she said it. I didn't watch this video before, but she's on board with the facts. Calling people sassy because they're not chasing you, because they're not running after you, because they're not paying all your bills, it ain't gonna help your situation.
You're a sassy man. As soon as one thing where they don't want to be held accountable, you're sassy.
No. We now live in a world where...
So let's get into the comments, guys. Let's see what the people got to say. People need to learn history when speaking about men being feminine and women being masculine. The second girl was correct. Just in 2016 to 18 weeks, okay, they were saying men need to be more feminine. Here we are today. We are part of the problem. Too many black men can go without a haircut willingly to save that money for something, and too many black women are willing to overlook good before sacrificing. Let's get to another one. When a woman calls a man sassy, that means he is not going for her BS. That's it. These terms that they try to coin and stick it on men like a sticker is just a shaming tactic that they use, out of anger. A lot of them aren't, ain't no ring on the finger. Nobody wants them because of their nasty ways, and they don't want to change their nasty ways, so they start the name calling. But what did they say? Sticks and stones, right? Until next time, guys, Copamar TV. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please hit the like button. I'm out.